Yeah, I would definitely have to say culture. I mean, it's all about culture. One of the first things, trying to get people immersed in the Lean program. Once we made it a great learning environment where people felt safe and comfortable and not afraid to make mistakes, ask for help, and once the culture was there, it was really easy for me to get immersed in it, and I believe for other new people coming in the door to jump right on in. Meetings are absolutely critical. I mean, everything tends to devo, or we tend to.
What's devo?
Devolve.
Okay.
And if we don't keep up on stuff like that, it gets dropped, and eventually we start losing some of those things that make us a strong company.
Improvements and whatnot?
Yeah, I mean, there's visual indicators absolutely everywhere, which saves an immense amount of time. I know when I first started working here, I was constantly looking for somebody to help me, asking where I could find something, not knowing the right person to ask. Now we have everything labeled, exactly who can do what, exactly what tools go where, and color-coded, and everything is a lot more efficient. No time wandering around.
Good.
Everybody has to continuously improve. Everybody does improvement every day. It makes our lives easier, which makes us run better.
Have you been here for how long?
2.5 years.
Okay, so what have you seen in that period of time in terms of our evolution? Struggles?
It's
accomplishments?
Way less struggles. Every process we do is easier than it used to be. Not only just the entire environment. Just looking around, it's a completely different place.
What would you tell someone coming into this business, trying to do it at their place?
Stick with it. Keep doing it. You're going to get beaten over the head, and keep doing it.
Is there a magic bullet or not?
No. Persistence.
A lot of 22 calibers, not one big shotgun shell?
Pretty much. Persistence.
Got it. What are you seeing that works for this company and makes us different?
A color-coded schedule.
A color-coded schedule. So that tool was a groundbreaker for you, or game changer?
When I first started working here, it just seemed like everyone kind of came in and everyone knew what they needed to do, but there was a big lack of understanding as to how much time, how your day was supposed to be spent.
Okay.
We came up with a schedule and has colors, and it's just really stupid simple. You see a color, you know what area, who you have to report to, you know what you're doing.
Simple and visual.
Yeah. And that goes hand in hand with the training matrix as well.
Cool. Tell me about our culture. Do you think we'd be where we were without the daily meetings or our values printed on the wall?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Wouldn't last too long?
I don't think it wouldn't last very long at all.
Cool.
Not with the meetings and everything like this thing right here.
Right.
All serves to sustain the culture that we're living in.
So if we had these cool tools and slapped them around the building and didn't talk about our values or have the daily meetings, do you think this stuff would stick or not?
No, you'd never look at it.
Yeah, doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Any other thoughts or observations about what it's like to work here?
Yeah. Employee empowerment is key.
Okay. And it really means something to you or not?
It really does.
Okay.
I've come from too many places where the boss, it's what his word is and nothing else, and to be able to come on the floor my first day and say, hey, what's going on here? Why do we do it this way? Couldn't we change it to do it this way? To have the freedom to say that and speak your mind and be wrong is
You said something earlier today. What was it? Xylem is a good place.
Xylem is the best place to be wrong.
Yeah. So thank you. Appreciate it, Jake.
Yeah, I came back up here and visited for a week, and I saw how much the change actually happened. I'd been hearing Greg talk about change a lot, and when I came and actually experienced it, I was blown away. And 4 months in now, I feel like it really is the daily katas, the sweep, sort, standardize, the daily improvements, the daily meetings that is, in my mind, the most important piece of what is driving this.
Cool.
Yeah, with that is the education, the knowledge sharing, the respect for people, and just the growing and the support and the teamwork. All of that is really awesome.
It's kind of like a second home in a way, because it's the culture and the people that work here. Everybody is engaged completely, 100%. And if you're not, you don't need to be here. Maybe this isn't for you. It's that I feel comfortable. I can come in, and I know I have friends and coworkers at the same time, and it's really nice.
On that.
I came in here not being a woodworker, and I've learned a lot about woodworking, but I've learned more about how to be just a better worker in general, and be more efficient and more effective in that way. And Lean has had most to do with that.
Does any of this affect your personal life yet or not?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I sort my house every weekend now, and I never used to.
Your roommates freaking out or what?
No. It's
They're
just
just
me.
enjoying enjoying the ride, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Anything else? You good?
No, I'd say that I'm really happy to see when I first started here, there wasn't. People seem to be a little bit more into one position, and now the cross-training matrix has become an incredible tool. And so everybody's cross-trained in so many different areas now that we can all help out each other all over the shop. So it's really nice.
That's basically what Jake was talking about over here too, which is cross-training is part of Toyota's culture, and we've tried to really emulate that. It de-stresses stuff for everybody, right? So we can get the job
To
done.
understand how lean has really affected us at home, you're just going to have to talk to our girlfriends.
That's right.
I think we've had a large improvement on standards, and you can see it from everywhere from our meetings to our Stone Edge. Our salespeople are being more standardized when they enter orders, so that's making a big improvement. It's easier to sort. Yeah, and especially being able to change things, move around. Like I set up my desk up here, got 2 screens. Just being able to improve on a daily basis has really helped.
So making your job easier,
Oh, definitely.
not a bad job.
No, not at all.
The main thing is that I really like is that you guys, we teach, we learn together how to solve problems
Right.
and recognize people. When they're doing everything, you need to recognize people. If they're doing good, if they're doing the best, that's one of those things that I really like about this whole thing. That's
The people part of it.
Yes.
So, there's some tools that we use, like maybe the Gemba board, or maybe the scheduling board, or maybe the current improvements board, right? Or the Ondon board. If we just had these tools and brought them in and didn't focus as much as we do on the people, do you think we'd have the same company? It's a loaded question.
No.
What do you think?
No.
You think it'd be a little bit...
It'll be harder. It'll be not as good as we are right now. With our tools, the cross training.
So cross-training is a big one, right?
It's very important.
Okay.
That way.
Why? Yeah.
Why? Because that way you don't feel like you're the only person that can do one thing.
Right.
And let's say, if you have a lot of stuff to do, like a custom,
Right.
and it's only one person, it'll be bad because
Yeah.
you feel like no matter how hard you work, you're always gonna be super busy.
Right.
But if you got 2 or 3 people cross-trained, they can help you anytime you need some help. And you don't have to, spend a lot of time training because they already know of a part of our culture is cross-trained, which you be cross-trained everywhere.
You think that's pretty much a routine now that we've got going on?
It is a routine, and also teach our people to kind of like bring some ideas how to be the best way to help them to cross-train and make sure that all the systems that we're doing right here, it works. Like before, the saw, it was the the bottleneck because everybody almost don't want to be there because
The table saw.
Because it was because it was hard. It is a hard work.
Yeah, it's hard work physically and mentally, right?
Mentally too. So
Yeah.
if you start training people and you only have 2 to 3 hours max, every time you tell them to be on the saw, or because
Right.
they're like, no problem. But
'Cause
when we're making the schedule,
Right.
we decide to bring the people who's gonna be on the sawyers to make their own schedule.
Oh, really? So they work together as a
Yes.
team to create their
Yes.
schedule.
So like if all the sawyers, they're like on the same page because they know when the time to go into the saw. Mm-hmm. So everybody's on the same page. It's like I'm done with it's not like I'm done with my chef now. I don't know whose turn it is. Is the guy on the foreman's job is to make the schedule, and he's gonna deal with that.
He hands the baton to the next guy.
Yeah, that was like all those guys. They're like on the same page, and they know when they need to go to the saw.
So they worked on this together.
They worked together
to make it.
because we know it was
Real teamwork.
We know it was a problem. So
Right.
like, it was hard to say, hey, now it's your turn. Hey, now it's your turn. So we decide how we can make that better.
Yeah. So you did it together as a group.
Yes.
So you got the buy-in.
Yeah. We are a team. We work as a team, not like it's my job, it's not my job. You ask for help, you're never gonna say, oh, that's not my job.
Yeah.
That's not allowed to say that on the shop. When people start in the beginning, new people, we're not allowed
Even
to
the new
say,
guys.
Even the new guys, I said, we're not allowed to say that's not my job because that's not how we work here.
Right.
We all work in a group, you know, it's like in a team. You know, you need some help, no problem.
Cool. Well, thank you.
That's the main thing that I really like. You know, we are a team. You know,
Good.
everybody's on the same page.